Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's February 12th, 2023, and we are in the Old Testament, and we are in the book of Genesis, and we're going to read chapter 39. All right, so Joseph has been sold into slavery by his brothers. We said one of the things that Joseph needed to learn was some humility. He was kind of full of himself and bragging to his brothers about the dreams he was having. Now, the brothers selling him into slavery, that's an example of a sin that God's going to use to get closer to the relationship we're supposed to be, because Joseph is going to learn some things, and it prepares some things in the future that it's going to be the survival of Israel depends on Joseph being in Egypt. So it doesn't matter what our evil plans are, God is going to use them to his own advantage, which is to preserve this remnant, this people that he has pulled aside from everyone, this nation of Israel. Now, we said Joseph needs to learn some humility, so he gets sold into slavery. He rises through the ranks in Pharaoh's house, kind of feeling bad. Oh, you know what? Hey, I landed on my feet. I'm doing good. But then he gets wrongly accused, and he loses it all again and gets thrown in jail. And then he's kind of languishing in prison. So he keeps getting setback until he starts to see that God is the one that's blessing him. That it's not his own wiles that are getting him ahead, it's God that's with him. And not only does God bless him, but he's blessing everybody around him, just like he did with Abraham, just like he did with Isaac, just like he did with Jacob. So let's go ahead and we're going to read Genesis chapter 39. Now Joseph had been taken down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, brought him from the Ishmaelites who had taken him down there. The Lord was with Joseph, and he was a successful man, and he was in the house of his master the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all he did to prosper in his hand. So Joseph found favor in his sight and served him. Then he made him overseer of his house, and all that he put under his authority. So it was from his house and all that he had that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And the blessing of the Lord was on all that he had in the house and in the field. Thus he left all that he had in Joseph's hands, and he did not know what he had except for the bread which he ate. Now Joseph was handsome in form and appearance. And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast longing eyes on Joseph, and she said, "Lie with me." But he refused, and said to his master's wife, "Look, my master does not know what it is with me in the house, and he has committed all that he has into my hands. There is no one greater in this house than I, nor has he kept anything from me but you, because you are his wife. How can I do this great wickedness and sin against God?" So it was, as she spoke to Joseph day by day, that he did not heed her to lie with her or to be with her. But it happened about this time, when Joseph went into the house to do his work, and none of the men of the house was inside, that she caught him by his garment, saying, "Lie with me." But he left his garment in her hand, and fled, and ran outside. And so it was, when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand and fled outside, that she called to the men of her house and spoke to them, saying, "See, he has brought in to us a Hebrew to mock us. He came in unto me to lie with me, and I cried out with a loud voice. And it happened when he heard that I lifted my voice and cried out, that he left his garment with me and fled and went outside." So she kept his garment with her until his master came home. Then she spoke to him with words like these, saying, "The Hebrew servant whom you brought to us came in to me to mock me. So it happened, as I lifted my voice and cried out, that he left his garment with me and fled outside." So it was, when his master heard the words which his wife spoke to him, saying, "Your servant did to me after this manner," that his anger was aroused. Then Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison, a place where the king's prisoners were confined. And he was there in the prison. But the Lord was with Joseph, and showed him mercy. And he gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners who were in the prison. Whatever they did there, it was his doing. The keeper of the prison did not look into anything that was under Joseph's authority, because the Lord was with him, and whatever he did, the Lord made it prosper. May God bless the reading of his word. May God bless you. Bye.